Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to another episode of Nick's Veggie Plot. I'm starting you in the greenhouse today, and this is just to give you a proper update of what's been going on down on my plot, what's also been happening due to the frost, and to give a thumbs up to my mate Dave, who's just got himself an allotment plot down here. So, first of all, I will start off by telling people that you should wear your hand gel, your sanitizer, before you start any work down on your allotment plot or anything at the moment. But yeah, as you can see, we're in my greenhouse at the moment. Lots of stuff ready to go out. I've waited for the frost to go away. Hopefully there isn't any more frosts due now, as I lost quite a few bits and pieces from the frost that we had Monday and Tuesday. But as you can see, sweet corn coming along really nicely. Butternut squash already almost there. Won't be planting that out just yet. We'll let that grow a bit further on. I've got lots of green kale all ready to go out. That can pretty go out in one of the raised beds I'm going to use for my brassicas. I've got some Roma tomatoes also, because I potentially lost a few tomatoes, so they can go in the polytunnel. I've got some Chinese cabbage extra ready to go out if needed, but that survived the frost. So lots of stuff this side ready to go out. Fresh peas all ready to go out. Cabbages ready to go out. Leeks almost ready to go out. I'm going to let them grow a little bit taller first. As you can see there, courgettes flowering. So hopefully soon we'll get some courgettes off of them. Put them in a big pot. So lost a few of them due to the frost. I think it's the area that I'm in, open space. I think the frost was able to get in quite easily. But as you can see, loads more sweet corn here coming along nice. My broccoli at the back. My carrots also coming on nice. Some cucumbers. They're ready to grow on into a bigger tray. I've got my wonderful Tom's Indigo Rose tomato ready to go out into a special tray. My chilies are coming along nicely. Yeah, lots of real nice stuff in the greenhouse. Most of it ready to go out. Some of it will be left for a little bit longer. But I will show you a little bit more of the plot. So I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, we're now coming to my polytunnel. As you can see in here, some of the plants aren't looking that great because of the frost that somehow penetrated into my greenhouse. I've lost some of the courgette plants in here, and some of the tomato plants got hit. Hopefully it's not too bad and they'll survive. But yeah, it wasn't great to come down here in the week for an hour and find I'd lost a few bits and pieces. My tomato plants in my hanging baskets, they're still going on nicely. Hopefully I'll get lots of nice tomatoes from them. I think they've survived because they've got a plastic cover all the way around them that's protecting the roots. So I don't think the frost actually penetrated. I think it just caught some of the leaves on the outside. And I'm really pleased that my cabbages and my cauliflowers are coming on really, really nicely. Spring cabbages that I'm growing here, and cabbage ball coming up. Really pleased about them. My carrots haven't started yet, but they normally take a little bit longer. But my cauliflowers are also popping up. So they're going to be, they should grow on. I want them to become really nice and big, so I'll just leave them in there for now. This is a raised bed that we haven't put anything in yet, but we will do. And in the corner I've got my Brussels sprout plants that I forgot were Brussels sprouts. I put them in my polytunnel not meaning to, but I will take them out eventually and I will put them outside into one of the raised beds that I've got outside. Some beetroot in here coming up, so hopefully we'll have a nice crop of beetroot this year, because we didn't last year because I didn't really know what I was doing and I bunched all the seeds together and I didn't realise they need spacings to allow them to grow. So they're going to carry on in here. But yeah, got lots of nice stuff coming up. So now I'll show you to the rest of my plot. Okay, I've started you outside here next to my rhubarb. They didn't get caught by the frost, so they've actually survived. They're looking nice. I think just some slugs or snails have obviously got to some of the leaves, but that's not a problem. I can sort that out. And then we come on to my strawberry plants. Just a couple of the plants got hit by the frost, not too bad because they were well developed. So I've got two different varieties here. I can't remember what the varieties are because I lost the labels, but a gentleman who owns another plot down here at my allotment kindly left me some strawberry plants, so I put them in with the plants I had and they're coming on nice. So in the summer we'll have quite an abundance of really nice strawberries. Obviously here in my corner this is all going to change, so at the moment I've got my water butt here and just a plant there which hopefully will be moved. I'm going to put one of my wooden tables that I've got in my greenhouse on the corner there, move my water butt somewhere else, because I've got a new table coming that's going to go into my greenhouse and it becomes a table and a shelf, so I'll be able to do more potting and put stuff on the shelf because I haven't got enough room at the moment. So yeah, all this area, it's not looking too bad. Obviously there you can see my compost that I use. So yeah, not looking too bad around here. Obviously the potatoes caught the frost. My potato plants, I've got 5 bins, they caught the frost. Hopefully they're going to survive. I've been asking a few online YouTube friends, they've said they should survive. I probably just won't get the crop I was hoping to get this year. I've got 5 bins, as you can see they've all got caught with the frost, which I'm disappointed at. They were earthed over, but the frost has obviously penetrated. Hopefully I should still get a crop. Some of them have survived, which is good. Yeah, some of the others have got hit, but I've been told they should be fine, but I won't get as much of a crop as I thought I would get. So I shall move you on to the next part of my plot. Obviously here my runner beans have got hit hard, they've got to come out. Luckily I've got some more in the greenhouse that I can plant out, but yeah, the frost really got them. And I thought they were going to be fine, but no, the frost got them, so they've got to come out. But I've got Monge 2, sugar snap peas, I've got fresh peas here. Some of the leaves here got hit by the frost as well, but they might survive. They're looking okay at the moment. Some of my peas this side as well got hit. They may survive, but we'll just have to wait and see. Keep watering them, see how they go. But I've got more of them in the greenhouse, so I should be okay there. This was the bed I had with some of the first sweet corn I put out. They weren't massive, and I made the mistake of putting them out too early, not realising that they are very susceptible to the frost. So hopefully once those ones are more mature, bring them out. I'm going to put them here and I should have a nice crop of sweet corn. This bed did have a few bits and pieces in, but obviously the frost has got some of it, which is not great, but yeah. So now we come along to my brassica raised bed. This has got cabbages and what were cauliflowers. Some of these cauliflowers didn't turn out great, that's why I've planted more, which are in my polytunnel in the trays. Cabbages, they weren't great either, but I think they've survived, so I'm okay there. Take you over, these are the wife's fruit trees. They're okay, they've survived, they're mature enough to carry on growing, so they're fine. Here I've got my fresh garlic and my shallots. They're coming on nicely, and I should have these in around about end of June. I would say end of May, June time. So when my garlic and shallots should be ready. Around about that time as well, maybe July time. Take you further along. This is my mini raised bed. This has got some radishes in it. They're not far away now. They're about a week or so away from being ready to pick. So just leave them a little bit longer, but you should have some really nice fresh radishes. Pick with this hot weather coming, if the weathermen are correct. Nice radishes for salads, but you can do anything with radishes. You can also pickle them. A very good mixture. A recipe that Gordon Ramsay's got online about pickling fresh salad, and it only takes a matter of minutes. In here we've got another small raised bed. It's got my salad, normal salad, beetroot, corn salad, and the spinach that we've been picking from. Picking from that pretty much every day to thin it out, because I don't really want it to kind of bolt and go into big spinach. It's quite nicer as it is small spinach. So we just pick leaves from that every so often. Over here, not that you can really see, but I've got my fennel. They may have survived. Hopefully they should grow longer than that, and I should get a good crop, fingers crossed. In here is meant to be my Chinese kale, but I think the frost really got to them, so I've got more in my greenhouse, so I can plant more, dig this over, plant more again. Hopefully I should get a crop. These are my amazing red and white onions. These are almost ready. I would give them about another week and a half before I start pulling these up. The way to tell if your onions are ready is sometimes in the middle, when they're close to being picked, they start to flower. Obviously on this one you can see that I've took the flower head off. If you don't take the flower head off, then you will lose the onion. It will bolt, it will just go to seed, and you won't get a very nice onion. You'll just get an onion that's flowered. So if you do see that you get the flower heads, then obviously try and take them off. That's the indication that your onions are ready. Perfect. I've got one that I can show you right here in the middle. So just here, you can see it where my finger is. That is the flower head starting. That one's only small, but I'm going to take him off before he has the chance to get any bigger. But yeah, that's what happens. That will become a flower head. That will then sprout, become a nice coloured flower. And if that happens, then pretty much you lose your onions. They're not worth it. So yeah, if you see that, take them out, and that'll stop your onions from turning into flower. Obviously raised bed here that we haven't done anything with yet. We haven't got round to doing anything with this one. Second raised bed as well, another one we haven't done. And also my wife's fruit cage, where I'm going to put the free fruit trees that she's got. And now I'll go over into this area where we've nearly finished. And this is where our fruit cage and also a flower bed's going to go. Obviously brighten up where the compost bin is. So yeah, we've only got about 5% left of our plot to do. and then we are done for our plot. Took it over a year ago. Complete mess, but yeah, at the moment we're looking really nice for the growing season. Just this tiny little bit to go. I've got my water butt there as well, and also take you up to the last part of the plot. I've got my broad beans. I've just deheaded some of the tops of the broad beans. That's to stop the black fly from getting on, because I noticed yesterday when I came down to have a look, there was a few black fly on them, so I've taken the tips off. That stops the black fly. They're looking nice, so this year hopefully I should have a good crop of broad beans, because I didn't last year, because I didn't really know what I was doing last year. This was the bed where I had my pumpkins in. As you can see, they've all gone to pot due to the frost. I lost them. I thought they were good enough, strong enough to cope, but obviously not. So I'm going to have to get some more pumpkin seeds, and I'm going to have to plant them into the greenhouse. Hopefully get a crop, and hopefully I'll still get some pumpkins this year. My wife's flower beds that I made, some flowers still there, still coming on nicely. This was abundant a few weeks ago, full of lovely fresh colour. But yeah, and then I've got my raised bed here that's just got bricks and stuff in it. We're going to be moving them into the blue buckets there. I'm going to trim them down. They're going to be used as drainage. I put soil in. We're going to use that to plant stuff or grow more stuff. We're not sure whether it will be root vegetables yet or salads. Might even be herbs. But yeah, plot's looking really, really nice. So hope you've enjoyed looking at this, and you get inspiration and you want to grow your own fruit and veg. There is a waiting list for some areas to get an allotment plot. As I said, my friend Dave has been really lucky. He's just been given a plot. All he's got to do is sign the contract details, and he should be down here, I would imagine, from Tuesday onwards, working on his own allotment plot. But as I say, stay safe, folks. Support the NHS, support the key workers, and I'll come back to you with another episode of Nick's vegetable plot later on in the week. Stay safe, guys, and I will catch you soon. Bye for now.